I don't know if you guys can relate. I'm sure you can. You're all reptile lovers. You know, I remember being a young guy living in New York, but sometimes the oil burner would go out and I'd have a bunch of iguanas in my bed with me, trying to keep them warm. I was a little strange as a child. I'm kind of strange as an adult. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Kenan here, a little bit stressed out. Last night, it actually got down to 40 degrees here in Florida, so I'm checking on everybody to see how they did. I was out there last night making sure things weren't, you know, no shorts or no tripped fuses, anything like that. It's insane, man. This is very stressful times when you're working with reptiles here in South Florida, because this is just not a normal occurrence.
We sincerely thank all of you happy campers out there. Your support makes a real difference in our efforts here at Kamp Kenan. This week's special shout out goes to Eric Becker. Thank you for all you do and for loving reptiles.
Let's check on the sulcatas first. These guys have got some heat mats and heating pads, and I've got my trusty temp gun right here. I don't want to let them out because, all right, good. They're 70 degrees roundabout. That's good. That's exactly what we needed. I'm sorry, guys, I can't let them out because the temps are not even going to go up, you know, hotter than 65 today. So stressed out, man. I know you guys are probably bored of these videos, but this is what's happening in my life right now. But otherwise, man, it's just super stressful. I mean, the camp it's a beautiful day. I mean, there's not a cloud in the sky, but unfortunately, it is so cold I had to put on my old pea jacket. Let me just tell you, I got this jacket in 1997 in Denver, Colorado while on tour. And it's just kind of cool to have a jacket for that long. I got this at an Army Navy store. So these things really hold up, man. If you're in the need, you got to get an Army, a Navy pea coat. Okay, enough about our wardrobe. Let's see what's going on with the radiata. Okay. All right, let's see. This thing's 122 degrees and there's 65, which, considering that it went, look, he's 70 under there, so that's good. Considering that these guys went down to 40 degrees and that they're 65 this early in the morning is really good. Here's what I'm nervous about, though. I've been running water into these ponds. There was a lot of steam coming off of them, but there's one of the Batiger borneensis. He looks to be all right. There's the spotted turtle, the Indian spotted turtle. I know this is going to be lower than I'd like. 59-degree water. Oh my gosh. We're gonna have to run some water through that. I'm gonna get more water. The water's on a timer and it runs at night. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hit this manual. We're gonna let it run for a good 45 minutes and hopefully that'll warm it up a little bit and speed up that warming process, because there will be some sun beating on it today, but 59 degrees, that's pretty cold. And it's gonna be cold tomorrow as well. Or tonight rather. So it's a lot of drama going on here, people. Here you can see this water. I want to get this in the water because what'll happen is the air cools it. So let's just go ahead and stick it down in there. And believe it or not, running that water does in fact help. It takes the edge off. You can, I don't know if you guys can see this, but look at this. Here's some of the Mexican musk turtles. They're okay. They're doing their thing, wandering about. But if you look down, I don't know if you guys can actually see this with the glare on the old, I'll tell you what I'll do, because I'm creative. I'm gonna stick my iPhone lens down there and then you guys will be able to see. We'll just have Tom cut this in. A little production value for my friends out there. And I'm gonna show you guys the turtles at the bottom of the pond here, and they're just resting. So here we go. You could just make out their shells sticking out. You see that, guys? They're at the bottom of the pond. I shut off the circulation because I don't want to have a consistent temperature. I want the temps to be warmer at the bottom, and that's exactly what's going on. So those temperatures are warmer at the bottom here for these turtles, and you can see them hiding out underneath. Now it's just cool that these Mexican salvini, these musk turtles, mud turtles, seem to be doing just fine. Look at this, wandering around underwater. Very, very cool. All right, so this is what I do. I check on my animals, making sure everything's okay. Again, we will get up to the mid 60s today. Tonight is going to be again high 40s or maybe low 50s, and it's just stressful. It's extremely stressful. So we're giving you a tour of the animals, but the animals in, oh, you know what? We're gonna come back to this because I have to get in there. We're gonna get in there and hang out with the galops, but I need my, I'm gonna need my screw gun. Okay, over here, the elongated. You hear me talk about elongated. They could take cold temps. They're tough, and they are. But I wanted to do a little bit extra for them last night. And what I did was I raked up all these leaves and I pushed the leaves on top of the tortoises. I noticed they were all congregated here. So I went ahead and I pushed them up and, you know, just kept them kind of insulated with all these leaves. They're moist leaves, and that actually helps because the moisture creates heat, strangely enough, with the decomposition of these. Hey, look at this. Here's one. Here's one right here. Let's see what the temps are. 60 degrees. Holy smokes. You know, these guys are going to wind up walking out into the sun. I guarantee it, as the temps warm up. But this is a species I'm able to do this with. If it was going to be freezing, I think I would pull them all in. But I've had them out in the cold before. And as far as the tortoise guys, I have not lost any of my elongated tortoises to cold. It's incredible. I've lost them to raccoon, and that was it. So they're just my favorite tortoises because they're so tough. This has been concerning me because last night a fuse tripped, so I think I fixed it. These are my cherry heads. Let's have a look-see. And yep, 104 degrees on the mat and 66 down there. Remember guys, we're just trying to keep the edge off, okay? We don't want to cook them. If you can get them overnight into the 60s, that's fine. It's going to warm up during the day. That box will become about 70 degrees or higher, 75 degrees. And the other shout out I want to give to Bob Hutchinson and Dave Lackland, two friends of mine from the channel. Bob went ahead and, without me even asking, just ordered some thermostats that I'm going to be putting into all these boxes so that when the temps do rise during the day, it kicks off the heater, and what happens is my electric bill doesn't get too crazy. Let's see what Petra and Petra are doing. Look at these two. They're up against the heat mat. Okay, I put this one on the wall, and that's where they're hanging out. I'm going to take a temp reading right now. And 65 degrees. Okay, very good. Remember guys, it's early. It's going to be getting warmer. You got a little cobweb on you. Sorry guys. So it is okay. I'm happy that these temps are holding. Pinky is inside. I'm going to bring you inside the room of doom, the good old what's it called, the snake room, I guess. All the snakes have been in there for a week or so. I just threw them into vision cages. The crazy iguana, rhino iguanas are put in a vision cage. It is what it is. Let's see our buddy Slinky. We've got some thermostats running on him, so I'm curious what the temps on those thermostats are. Let's have a look. I'm actually gonna step up here and we're gonna look down at Slinks. You guys saw me last week fix this up a little bit. There he is. Hey buddy. Okay, so 66 degrees. That's good, very good, because he's laying on a working heat pad. It's at 97 degrees, so he's nice and warm. His surface temp is 74 degrees. Very good, Slinky. I love you so much. So you can see that this is operating properly. I have it set to shut off at 70 degrees. Okay, so 70 degrees, there's the temperature, and I have the door open, so it's dropped about a degree. But yeah, Slinky obviously did well. I love it. He's good. He's alert. I love this guy, as you guys know. So I'm happy about that thermostat working. So very, very cool. Really, really stoked on that. So now we are going to move over to Guapo and Lola. Let's see what's up with those two. The Chinese box turtles, I have no issues with. You can see, look at this. Enjoying the mud and a little bit of sunshine. Shell temp 60 degrees, 59 degrees right there. What is this? 55 degrees. So again, guys, they can handle it. Not worried about our Chinese box turtles. But let's see what's happening with our buddies. Oh, okay. The thermostat's kind of hanging here. Let's see it. Okay, 70 degrees. And there you go. This thing is still on, so it should be, I don't know if I set this one at 75 or not, but anyhow, these guys are looking good. 74 degrees, perfect. I gotta stay into this. Sorry kids, Lola and Guapo, beautiful. All right, so pretty psyched, man. It's so stressful. I don't know if you guys can relate. I'm sure you can. You're all reptile lovers. Some of you may deal with cold temps more than I do, and you know, I remember being a young guy living in New York when I had reptiles. We had oil burners, and sometimes the oil burner would go out and I'd have a bunch of iguanas in my bed with me trying to keep them warm. I was a little strange as a child. I'm kind of strange as an adult. Anyway, now that you know all about me, we're going to move over here and we're going to look into this room. Okay, it's a little dark, guys. All I'm going to do is tell you that we've got the snakes in here, Sophia's lizard, the banana pectinata, we've got Pinky is in that black box, the rhino iguanas, the crazy rhinos, and the monkey tails are over there. So everybody is inside this room. The room is 71 degrees, all insulated, no drama. You guys are actually keeping me company as I kind of wander around the yard checking everybody here. This is making me happy. Let's go see. I did some work yesterday. Remember I told you I was going to extend the redfoot's habitat inside, since there are 30 of them. I didn't want them banging all over each other, so I went ahead and I did that. You guys can check it out right here. But I just threw it together real quick. Okay. Uh-oh. What's going on here? We got water running. What's the temp? 66 degrees. That's good, but I think we tripped the fuse. And that's because, yeah, we tripped the fuse, which will shut off the pond as well. This is why I'm here. Okay. All right. That heater's on. I guess the lighting and the heaters are too much for this. Let me see. Let me see what's happening. All right. Well, it's working. Let's see. My pump's working. Pumps are working, waterfall's going. Holy smokes, people. So nuts. Okay. Well, 66 degrees, so maybe that only popped a little while ago. But here you can see I extended their house. We got Lumpy inside because it's a little too cold for him out there. Sorry, Lumps. It's life. We got the leprechauns in there. We've got the South African leopards. The snow leopards are in here. So this whole thing's insulated. We have the gal. I don't know if you could see her, but there is my buddy's croc monitor hiding up here. So that's good. Heat rises. Let's see what the temp is on the roof. 66 degrees. We got to warm up a bit today, but the fact that it's holding over 20 degrees temperature difference makes me extremely happy about what's going on here. So that's good news. Let's go. Like I said, I want to grab my drill. Let me just make sure this is shut. Okay, so I want to grab my drill. Oh, I also have the blue iguanas are contained in their cave, which has a heat pad, and we will check them here later. Where is my drill? Ah, there it is. Okay. Very good. Okay, so let's go back out and check out the galops. I don't want to let them out today, even though they have black shells. They probably would do good and absorb the heat. And I've got to tell you, yesterday when I pulled in the rhino, my female rhino iguana, she stayed out, and it was really cold the night before. She was dark, just black, and I felt her and she was hot to the touch. So even sunny days like today, they can warm themselves up if the air temps are still pretty cool. So that's very helpful adaptation these animals have. What I'm gonna do is open this up. This is super ghetto, but it is what it is. I think these guys are gonna bust on out of here. Yeah, they're coming out. You know what? I think I'm gonna do it. I'll let them out just for a little bit. Everyone else is gonna stay locked in. I'm gonna have to hold you guys up here they're gonna push this thing off. They're extremely powerful, as you can imagine. But I want to take their temps and see what their temps were. I mean, the fact that they're raring to go is pretty good. Hold on, folks. You guys stay right there. Thank you. I need 2 hands sometimes. All right, that's easy enough. Here we go. Put that there. Oh, it's Nostradamus. Hey, guys. 66. Oh, look at you. Let's see what you are. What are you? Oh, you're 70. And what about Darwin Shell? She's 72. Okay, come on out. Come on out, guys. It's sunny here. They've got black shells. I think these 3 rather, are going to be fine. Oh my gosh, I'll tell you though, man. What is the air temperature at the moment as the sun gets higher in the sky? 62, maybe 58 degrees. It's cold. So these guys were just pushing out a little bit. I'll get you back over there so we can see them. We built this shed last year and it's been working very well. I'm very happy. These 2 lamps are definitely keeping them warm enough, certainly through these cold snaps that we're having. So that's awesome. I love it. Man, this whole thing is super stressful, guys. I just want to show you what's been happening in my life here. It's nuts, but I think it's necessary for us as reptile keepers to see the challenges we face. So many people think Florida is perfect for reptiles, and it's not. That's why in a lot of ways, you know, it's amazing when you do see some of these monitor lizards like Nile monitors and the Burmese pythons and iguanas and so on. You know, they're able to establish, but if we get a bad winter, it really reduces their numbers significantly because they just are not able to tolerate the cold weather consistently. What'll happen is those species like iguanas and monitor lizards, they will burrow into canals. They burrow into the banks of canals, and by doing that, the water will act as a buffer sometimes. And the fact that they're able to go into burrows where there's a consistent temperature is definitely going to help them out. So that's one way they're able to kind of wait out these cold snaps. Our cold snaps generally are only about 2-3 days. Then it's back up in the 80s and lows in the 60s at night. The problem is every once in a while in 2010, just about 10 years ago now, we had a really bad cold snap that lasted about 2 weeks, and it was rainy also. And that's when you heard about a lot of iguanas dying. A lot of pythons were found. You guys have been hearing the stories about falling iguanas out of trees. I know that all too well. You know, it's just they get so cold that they fall to the ground, but sometimes they're not dead, they're just in a state of torpor. Their bodies shut down. They're really amazing, and it makes me think, how did these animals, which, you know, turtles and tortoises evolved way before the Ice Age, how did these animals survive the Ice Age? What's their physiology capable of? Even though some of these are tropical animals, they are tougher than we think, and others are not. So it's strange how that works. But I've noticed that the galops tend to be just incredibly tough, as are our friend Nostradamus. Come here, Nosy Poo. Come on out, buddy. I know Darwin's trying to push her way out. Hey, girl. There you are. Darwin blocking the road here or what? We got a tortoise block. Come on out. Well, I don't know, man. I'm glad I can at least let these guys out to wander a little bit. I do feel guilty leaving them in, and you know, I know for a guy that's always talking about space, you know, the reality is I use these sheds so infrequently to keep them kind of locked up for long that I figure 2 weeks being in, not 2 weeks, 2 days being in something like this, they can handle. It's just a matter of, you know, as I grow the camp and get more resources, and if I'm able to earn more money, then I would of course make bigger and better indoor housing so that I never have to feel guilty about keeping them locked up. And that goes for all the animals. The big recreation pond I've been running water in, I'm going to turn that back on right now. We'll go wander over there, why not? Say goodbye to those guys. Let's wander over to the rec pond because I want to turn on the well water just to give it another boost. It comes on at night, then shuts off. And then I saw steam rising from the ponds today, so that's a good thing. That means obviously that the temps are warmer than the air. So what I do, I'll show you. Cruise over here. Now, you know what's funny? These grandest, all the turtles that live in this big pond, no issues. The big pond is so massive, it holds heat. Look at this. These guys are up sunbathing, and they'll all be out sunbathing today. But it's our rec pond that I want to make sure is okay. So we got this right here, little timer. We turn that on and it feeds the back pond where the gators will be. So water flows into that, and then water flows out from underneath this papyrus. You can see the bubbling starting to happen. But look, here are the cichlids. They seem to be okay, but I've got to be careful, you know, because if the temps if we don't get a reprieve from the cold tomorrow, these temps are going to cool off too much. The fish look active. I'm not feeding them at this point. Let's see what the temps are right now. 63 degrees. I mean, that's getting cool for some tropical fish, I'd say, but they're looking okay. There's deep enough water that the temps, remember, these are surface temperatures I'm taking, so the depths, the temps are probably a little bit warmer. I've shut off any kind of circulation that's at the bottom of the pond. Again, that helps things, you know, when it comes to these animals. There you have it, everybody. Man, what a day. I can tell you that I do not sleep well on cold nights. I really do worry about the animals. They're my life. I'm sure you guys understand. But hey, this is what it is. This is what I signed up for. So I have to work hard at it and find new ways to keep things economical and safe for the animals. And once again, thanks to Bob Hutchinson and Dave Lackland for sending me those thermostats. Really, really appreciate it. That's going to cover the entire camp now. And what I'll be able to do is save a few dollars on some electric bills. And it's nice to have a little bit of automation to the camp. So I'm happy. 21st century stuff here. Actually, not really. Thermostats have been around for a while. Although Dave's sending me some that I can look on my phone, so I don't even have to get out of bed. At night, I can put them on some of the enclosures. I can look on my phone and see that the temps are holding and everything's good. So that is tremendous. Thank you everyone for joining me on this channel. This is my adventure in my backyard, raising these animals, keeping these animals, and caring for these animals. I promise we'll get out and do some fun things again soon, but it is what it is. I gotta put on my big boy pants and just deal with it. Thanks for coming along on the ride with me. I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notifications button, and I'll be coming to you again very soon with another video. Hey, I'm feeling warm. I think I can take off my jacket. All right, see you guys. Bye.